If you don't understand indexing in Python, you cannot work with data, images, and even AI. In this video, I will teach you NumPy indexing step by step, and I will explain every line of code. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In the previous lesson, we learned how to create NumPy arrays. Today we are learning something very important, how to access elements inside NumPy arrays using indexing. We will cover indexing in 1D arrays, indexing in 2-dimensional arrays, negative indexing, slicing, and Boolean indexing. So before we start indexing an array, we first have to have a NumPy array. Let's create a NumPy array first and then we will start playing with the indexing. NumPy as np, let's declare a variable is equals to np dot array, and in the round brackets we'll type square brackets and then provide values 10, 20, 30 and 40. Let's print the array, print array. Let's execute the code and we got the values. Now I want to print a specific element by providing an index number, so we'll say array name, and in the square brackets we'll provide index number, and on the 0 index we have value 10 because in Python the indexing starts from 0, and this basically square brackets is used for indexing and the 0 is the index number. So at the 0 index we have value 10, and on the 1 index we have value 20, and on the second index we have value 30. And with the help of negative indexing I can also get a last value of the array. Let's say I want to print array and square brackets. I will simply type -1. It will give me a last value of the array, which is 40. And if I want to get the second last value, I will simply type -2, and let's execute the code and we get 30. Now let's slice a 1-dimensional array to get multiple elements. Let's say print array name, and in the square brackets we will provide 1, which is the start of the index, and colon, and then we will provide last index, which is in this example 4. So the 4 will not be included, and let's execute the code and we get 20, 30 and 40. So index 1, 2, 3, which is 20, 30 and 40. Slicing values from the beginning without mentioning the first index is also possible. Let's say I want to print name, and I will simply ignore the first index and then I'll provide colon and then provide the last index, and let's execute the code and we get 10, 20 and 30. Let's print the values from the second index till the last index without mentioning the last index. Let's say print array and square brackets, and then we'll provide the second index colon, and then we will ignore the last index. Let's print the values and we get values from the second index 30 and till to the last index. I can also provide step size while slicing the values. Let's say I want to print values array, and in the square brackets let's say we want from the 0 index till 5 index, and then we'll provide step size, so we will provide 2. This will execute the code and this will basically take every second element. Now let's start indexing 2D arrays, which is also called matrices. Let's create a 2D array first. So it's equal to np dot array. In the round brackets we'll simply type square brackets, and inside the square brackets again we will type 2 square brackets with the comma. So this will basically create 2D array. Let's provide the values 1, 2, 2, 3, and this here we will provide, let's say 4, 5, 6. And let's print the values array 2. Now we have 2-dimensional array. This is basically the first row and this is the second row. So indexing, it has 0 indexing and it has 1 indexing. Let's, if we want to print the specific value, which is 2, we will simply type print and then array 2, and in the round brackets we'll simply first type the first, we'll simply provide the first row, which is 0 indexing, and the second column has 1 indexing, and the value will print 2. If you want to access the entire row, you will simply provide a 0 index and then remove 1. Let's execute the code and we will get the entire row. I can access the entire column as well. Let's say remove the 0 and we'll simply right colon and then comma and then 1. So here the first and last step is missing because it means all the rows, and this one means the column 1. Let's execute the code and we get 2 and 5. So 2 is the column and 5 is the column. And the next thing is Boolean indexing, which is very important and heavily used in data science, AI, and computer vision. Let's create an array first and then we will apply Boolean indexing. Let's say array3 is equals to np dot array and square brackets provide 10 comma, let's say 25 and 30, then let's say again 15 and let's say 50. Now let's apply a condition. Let's say result is equals to array3 and then we will apply condition. So if array3 is values in array3 are greater than 20, then print all the values. And let's say print result and let's execute the code, and the result is 25, 30, 50, which are all greater than 20. And NumPy arrays are mutable, which means we can change or update the values of NumPy arrays. Let's say I want to update array3 at the 0 index and I want to change the value from 10 to 100. Let's execute and print array3. Now the value is changed from 10 to 100. So the question is why indexing is important. When you work with images in OpenCV, video frames, neural networks, each image is just a NumPy array. So mastering indexing is critical for AI and computer vision. So today finally we have learned basic indexing in 1D arrays, negative indexing, slicing, indexing in 2D arrays, accessing rows and columns, Boolean indexing, modifying elements.